Hey man, look, listen. This Ubisoft update, what they doing with these maps, it's kind of hot. Like they must have seen that player count of that game dropping, and they hit the red button at Ubisoft HQ like, yo, we got to do something. And I'ma say, it's kind of looking good. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the map bugs for Siege. So there wasn't really a lot. The best one they got is for Bank, but I'm gonna get into that one a little bit later. But what we gonna start with is Clubhouse, because that's kind of light. If you play behind the bar, you're not really trapped there. You have like a way out if you get pressured. So somebody here can probably play with a shield, and you can honestly be able to hold bar. In all honesty, like you can hold bar pushes now. Put a shield in the doorway. Try to have some utility on like the bathroom side and the pool table side. That is if your team is competent enough to even help you do that. But most of us play Siege solo with a bunch of people that don't know how to use their mic. So, but you know, I digress. Anyways. So they added a doorway to the bar, and they added outside areas like so you could traverse the mouse. Traverse the mouse? What am I talking about? Traverse the map a little easier than you could beforehand. So now my whole thing, they say they added sound, or everything sounds a little better. Now, what do you mean by that? Because we all know that sound is kind of iffy in Siege, right? This has been proved by pro players like Pingu. We know there's sound issues. Now, when you say you fixed the sound for a particular map, they said everything sounds better in this map. What about the rest of the game? I don't know if they know this. Did they not see the Pingu video? But they need to go ahead and work on the rest of the sound for the rest of the game, because you don't hear stuff a lot. But this is a step in the right direction. I'm not gonna criticize them for doing this, because it is, at least they doing something. It's a step in the right direction. All right. But that's all they did for Clubhouse. I'm moving on to Coastline. Now, what they did for Coastline is a little interesting, because when you're pushing, a lot of people didn't want to go to the upstairs bedroom site, but now it makes it like a little interesting to hold, because that window area, or like the whole balcony, the DJ booth, they added a wall there that's actually gonna be breakable. So you can reinforce that. You can put a mirror on it. I don't know who in the world would reinforce that whole wall and put a mirror on it like they did in that demo video. They need to go ahead and hire some more people to play, or ask me to come to the Ubisoft demonstration or something. All right. But do not reinforce that whole wall and put no mirror on it. That is not the play. It gives like a different push rather than melee in the window, hopping in the window and then blowing the inside wall. Like, it's a little bit more tedious for attacker operators to figure out how they want to push the map. So this is very good. You can also rappel up from the DJ booth now. Like, there's not, that whole thing is not a roof over it. So that's a nice little touch. The biggest thing I think they added here was being able to barricade those windows that you could see from the skylight. There's been so many times that I done rotated through the hallways by like somebody just sitting on the roof. So we face that person, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dude that wants to just get on Siege and just play rooftop warfare. You know, rooftop Larry. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The dude that just sit on the roof and just wait for people to rotate, and then bam, they click. That's all he do. The designated player that just sit on the roof. That's what I'm talking about. They got that boy up out of there. Cause now this works as like a normal window, so you can even bring a castle, I would think, and just barricade those windows so you can make it for easier rotates through the hallways when like you get calls that people on the other side of the map. That's the biggest part of the Coastline rework that I think will be the dopest to play through, because I'm tired of getting shot on rotates by Rooftop Larry. As I said, I'm sick of it. And they also added a window in the service entrance, like a little barricadable window, so like I guess you can have more cover when you play in there, and they removed the bars. So that's kind of, it's alright, I guess. But now we get to the bread and butter. Now we get to the meat, which is Bank. Bro, when I was playing ranked, I got so tired of just when I got to play Bank. Whenever Bank was in queue, don't let me mess around and get Bank, Canal, and Favela as my 3 maps in ranked. Oh, I'm just gonna log out. But now they actually did something to Bank that I think is gonna be crazy good. So what I'm gonna start with is the windows looking over to Banana, right? If you don't know what Banana is, it's like that balcony area in the main lobby that literally wraps around to CEO. It's kind of, it's curved like a banana. That's why they call it that. But anyways, the windows outside, like the windows at the very top of the main lobby that people could rappel on and just shoot through, those are covered up now. I think there's only one that's open. So that's good. That is very good. They should have closed that boy too. But the fact that there's only one is fine, because the one that's open, I think it looks over to like the hallway area, so If you gonna sit there the whole game and just watch the hallway, like I'm just against this whole camping thing. I'm coming to learn about myself. But that window's there to look through the hallway, and I don't think that's really gonna be a big deal. They also added cover on like the balcony so you can sit behind it a little bit. I don't know if your head will pop over it or not, but I guess y'all gonna see when y'all get your heads busted or not when y'all play the test server. So if you get your head popped behind that banana cover, come back to this video and let me know, hey, your head is visible, so I can just know. Another cool thing they added is the railings like at the top of the skylight stairs right outside of the CEO wall that everybody blows to get into the site. Those railings, you can actually destroy them now. It's been a bunch of times where I would go flank up the stairs or try to flank up the stairs, and then I'll shoot at people, and then the railings and the plants and all that stuff, all that extra stuff nonsense just be getting in the way. So the fact that you can destroy all that stuff as a defender before the round even starts, thank God they added that in here. Speaking of stuff like railings being removed, the bars in the downstairs area, the downstairs site, they removed every bars in the map. All the bars in the map is gone. Praise God. So they removed the bars in the vault and they placed it with a regular window, which is good. So you could just sit there and you can hold the stairs or you can hold the elevator if people drop and not get your bullets blocked by the bars. Same thing with the bars in the money vault. That's a good option. Like you can't, it's a regular doorway. You just fight in the doorway and your shots ain't blocked by nothing but the wall. If you're shooting at the wall, you got a bigger issue. Speaking of the elevators aren't like these cramped up spaces where you think you could fit like 3 people in real life and be like, yo, it's a little hot in here. They made the elevators a little bit bigger, so you could actually have room like to play in there. You could actually drop from the hatch and actually have like a spacious area to like just do your thing in. So that was good too. They are moving this game in the right direction because those elevators look actually cool. I might just play in there just because how they look, in all honesty. And the last thing they added is an alleyway from like the front when you spawn in the front jewelry, not front jewelry, but the front side over there by the police cars. There's an alleyway that leads to back alley. These things that they're doing to traverse the map a little better is definitely better for the game. Like these quality of life updates are definitely cool. They dope. I can't wait to see what they do next. It kind of has me excited like to play the game. Like I actually might go ahead and grind out Siege a little bit this season. So I'm gonna be juggling Siege and Valorant on the channel. If y'all want to see that, go ahead and subscribe, stick around for more content because I got some more coming at you. But when this test server start, I'm gonna go ahead and upload some stuff. I'm gonna check it out, let y'all know what I think. So stay tuned for that too. But for the map buffs, that's all I got for y'all. That's all they did really. And they're really taking this game in the right direction because Siege was in the gutter for a good minute. So these updates they doing, I hope they don't fall off. Ubisoft, if you watching this video, do not fall off. All right, keep pushing this. This is what you can do. That's the best thing you can do to save your game. Keep pushing these type of updates out. All right, and invite me to the playtesting because the people that y'all had in that demo, let me tell you, I can teach them a thing or two. That's all I'm saying.